Scudder's back, he's in Mumble. There we go, finally live, 10 seconds and counting.
You weren't waiting for me, surely.
Oh mate, perfect time.
We were waiting for you, Scudder. We were waiting.
It was meant to be. It was divine providence that I should be here, beer in hand.
Can't have a game without your golden commentary.
Especially throw a bit of booze in there.
That's right. Nothing to filter.
No tech yet from Seb. What do we got?
Oh,
Crag, there we go.
All 5 skulks. Oh no, 4 skulks going observation.
I've seen this happen before. No hesitation, they just jump in.
Yeah.
There we go, get that power off, boys, and he would have been dead. And
You really got to push hard on that, don't you?
I'm looking for another Marine. Where'd he go? Did one get picked in hub? Because there was 1 sub, 1 hub, 2 obs, and some mysterious missing one.
By the time you get a Marine up there, the entire alien team is back on the field.
Respawned. And there you go, getting hit by the pack. That's an unfortunate engagement for 10% down at logistics. Getting 1v1'd with the start. All bad luck, because you know he's actually got pretty good aim.
How is Carrot dodging all those bullets with that little health?
Lag hacks, net changing. There we go. Maybe a bit of nervousness, yeah. Armor 1's up in a sec, tunnel's up. The Crag's on the way yet? Yeah, there you go. 1 up, second will self-build.
Crag Hive, that's pretty normal for Huto, isn't it?
They never go anything else, yeah.
I know Hole likes to say that they use shift, but I'm
don't.
pretty sure they go Crag all the time.
Look at this, so they've got 2 res nodes, but they're in a position to jump straight up to 5. They've got the tunnel at Ore, assists on warehouse and mez.
Yeah, there's been no pressure so far.
And you look at this, there's always been 1 or 2 skulks in north tunnels. They're not letting anything get through there. There's the mez push, so they'll probably, once they see these 2 here, they'll go ahead and take the top 2 nodes.
Bruno and Cooler pushing into the hive.
Yeah, that's that. Oh no, that is 10% Cooler Noki, 20% Marco Yolo. Oh, I'm interested to see how they're going to react to this 3-man team in mez.
They probably don't care about it, they've got the top side, which is more important anyway.
Yeah, that's right, but are they going to like go for a punish through base? Is Bean just going to get on the res and they hold the rest? Now, Shaft is actually quite strong in their Marine round on this map, so we'll see how they go.
Bean's in base,
there
Carrot's
you go.
coming in.
Over, this could be a really short game. See how Kyle's aim's feeling tonight. It's all on top Marine right now. Probably see Bruno and one of Bruno and 10 will probably run back.
Just got to wait for the spawner really. Oh no, Carrot had an ambush and left it. Still going.
Oh no. This could be a really short game. There we go. All cleaned up. And during that time it's meant the guys at the top couldn't really push because there was no med support. Just like there. The meds he might have been able to pull that one off. Second IP dropped straight away to get the team up though. So that's probably a good thing. And they did get 5 nodes up pretty quickly, so they're actually going to jump, still have enough res, 2-2. Wonder if we'll see weapons armor or an armory. There you go, armor 2.
Hey Cream, did you zoom out a little bit? Intrix saying tell Cream to zoom out 1 mouse click.
Can you zoom out in your spectator view? Apparently. Intrix has texted us saying, can you please do it? Oh, top having trouble getting the skulk off the node in ET. Bean's trying his hardest to get on the res nodes here. He's going to get a parasite off first.
That res is flowing in pretty strong for the aliens.
Yeah, Bruno's on 500. Yeah, so they still haven't got the 5 nodes. It's just about to come up.
4 nodes at 2.5 minutes for the aliens.
That's. Oh. We're gonna see. Fades
You got
or earlier.
You're
or earlier.
echoing, mate. You need to change your push to talk.
Me.
Yeah, in game.
Ah. Oops. I'll just stop hitting tab. So in cricket, normally right now we'd zoom in on pigeons on the field or something. I don't know what you're doing in S2.
Do you watch cricket, do you, mate?
But yeah, Scatter comes in with the
That's all I'm here for, mate.
The important
Snipe
stuff.
jabs, drink
important
pause.
stuff.
Yeah, well, sorry, mate. Just, you know, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Here we go.
Here we go. Strict so strong. Carrot nearly gets picked there in the first engagement. There they go, they got one marine out of it. That was lucky. Would have been unfortunate if it didn't get anything.
I'm not sure about this pressure. Pressuring like mezzanine and ore.
If I was them, I might send one from ore back to hub, and that way you can have 2 on mez, which is where the aliens are. But at least now
They're not cutting anything off though.
there you go, they're not being too aggressive as well, they're just going for the 6th node. They're expecting, I guess, the pack to make a move for the top side. To be honest, I'm surprised the Lurk didn't take the opportunity to clean the right side, but...
Oh,
Lurk
look
down.
down.
Oh, we might see 2 Lurks down. Bonage getting away on a quarter. Let's see if they tell him it's clear.
If Shaft managed to clear that, that would have been a pretty big moment.
That would have, yeah, been a game winner move. We'll hope 20% cooler and into head to the left side. There we go. Second, they see the Skulks on res, you can see they push up to take out platform. So if you can't defend, you go take a node, make sure you trade for it.
I think that's much better.
Yeah.
If they can cut them off, they're taking 3 nodes away from them, as opposed to just 1.
Oh, Bonage risking his luck a bit there. Risky play, but...
Need some meds on top marine.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit slow on that one.
It's probably still good.
I know how he feels.
I doubt it. I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Let's say Shaft have the upper hand at this point in time. They're holding a lot of res and they're managing to get rid of some of the top res.
Yeah,
Fades-
well,
fades
at least
are up
from
very
them too,
soon, though.
but... Yeah,
It's going to be 7-minute fade.
Yeah, so it's actually going to be potentially 3 7-minute fades, which is actually quite scary. I guess that's top level tram aliens. Let's see what happens in this side and repair. 20% cool, I thought he was a bit ahead of those Skulks. Further than he was, but... Look at that med carpet there,
nice.
making sure that shotgun doesn't go down. That was good shooting. Actually, Into can be quite impressive with the shotgun versus Skulks. Where a lot of Marines might flag up and miss a shot, he tends to get like the first 3 shots being 1 Skulk kill each, which pretty quickly turns an engagement around.
And still maintaining their 5 res. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say this is actually pretty
Prepo's
scary for
usually
the
pretty
aliens.
good on the res killing, but not so much this round.
Yeah, well, I guess it's when you got good route blocking, it's quite hard to get those Marines through.
As it fades. We got 1 marine top side as well, into taking down res.
Which
They're gonna
is
clear
pretty...
the 1 guy because they want
and
the
this
top
is gonna be a
side.
big
They don't give a shit about
engagement.
Mez right now, it's got nothing there.
I'm quite curious to see if... good cleanup by the Fades. I was kind of suspecting...
Will they base rush now? Let's see.
if I had to say, they're going to tackle down the left side.
I got that well covered, the marines.
Now that's actually a pretty impressive reaction. Oh, Bean, you're nearly losing his fade. Blackbard in repair.
Well, there's still Bruno there, but he can't get away from the others there.
And Bean is stuck in the Lodge event.
Bonage
10%.
still hanging around with...
I'd expect 10% of tunnel vision on keeping that. I expect a med Garford on 10. No, he got through. Oh, look at this in awe. It's Creamy, you watching this, I hope? Nah, Bean's too smart, didn't get cut off. Lucky escape on the fade there. And look at this, you can see the sculpts all over the res now. All it took was the fade packed up and get on one in repair. It's Bruno not missing his shot on Carrot.
Marines have got level 2 armor and level 2 weapons. Pretty nice against the fades.
Yeah, this is quite what I was expecting. It's if it goes 3-1, this will be the one round that I always expected Shaft to win for sure. Quite some creative Marine play in the vent at repair. It's going for this lurk.
Outsider would be proud.
Base, here comes the beacon. Kyle, I hope you're watching this. Marines on still 5 nodes. And look at this, by the looks, they're going for observation while the Marines are too close. That should have probably backed off TT.
Jax, didn't get any real meats on that.
We're probably going to see them like 1 node max lost from that engagement because ET was already low as well. Here comes the PPE spam up in warehouse and all. Crag on each node. Seb's floating a bit of res. It looks like they're getting ready to drop warehouse.
So, did Tom hold Gorge this round?
There was a
did.
tunnel up, yeah.
Have. Yeah. That's why they're nowhere near Onos res. None of them.
Let's see if Jack goes in on the 2 shotguns and does his typical double meat shot at death. Oh, Tomo nearly blocked Jack's fade into that. And a spike kill.
Phase tech.
Yeah.
Do they have a
gate's
base
going.
gate yet?
Nah, 10%'s about to build it.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're going to go for another gate in Mez or whether they're just going to... I wouldn't be too surprised to see preemptive arcs, but I know Kyle has gone arcs early in a few scrims lately. Jack's fade, flying right past top.
This is a period of time where the Marines need to be ultra aggressive. The aliens have got 4 res nodes, could get 5, and then Onos is just going to fly out if they've got 5 nodes.
We'll see if Weapons 3 starts up now. Yep, there it is. So, from this point on, we're either going to see Robo or Cat Pack into Robo, or a fuckload of meds on these Marines. It's 2 pushing the upgrades. Once I see the life bombs on the left side, I'm going to start seeing these shells go down. They're going for the eggs first. Alright, there we go. Looks like Jack's going to get there in time to save maybe 1. I wonder if Kyle's going to beacon to save the shotguns. Yeah. No, alright, there they go down. And during
What did
that,
they take there? 2 shells.
yeah, 2 shells.
But they've got floating 80 res, so they just drop them again straight away.
I don't think they're too worried. See if Seb can drop those in a hurry. He was dead out of the chair, so we'll probably see 2 shells, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him start over-assisting North Tunnels, getting PvE in preparation for the anti-arc.
Bonus down.
Wait, no wall chat, bro, it's a match. Way to go.
Probably shouldn't talk to them in the middle there, just let them leave. After the game, at him, but don't fucking distract him.
Okay, yeah. And I think that upgate is going to go down. They haven't killed Carrot off the gate yet.
Still, it doesn't matter, they're going to crush this
2%.
hive, Top Marine's going to crush this.
Top Marine runs in to solo the hive. I think the Fade's going to be too slow to solo that. They're obsessed with this gate. There goes the hive. Look, that's the ore gate, so that's what they've opted for, and they went for the hive before taking the node or anything, so good priorities. They're not letting little shit delay them. Carrot trying to get through to the res. This route blocking's pretty strong. Jack taking a meet, and now it's going to force him back to heal. No, he goes back in. Okay. Doing a bit of dancing. I wonder if they're going to go for the hive again once they have the res. You can see straight away that now, because there's no lurks left, right? So a lot of skulks, and the res is going to start taking a hit. Hopefully they'll be able to drop marines down to 2 nodes. Would be good. 3 will just mean there'll be 2 marines on recap.
Being close. Oh, Blackbard.
Yeah.
If they got that fade, that could have been a lot of trouble for the aliens.
Yeah, well now that both lurks are down, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3 or 4 man push into Mez or the hive. Or into platform and move the ore gate up, just so you get a full route block through the Mez to platform. And then the aliens really can't get out. Inter's routing all the skulks in the right side. Looks like they're putting a bit of effort in now to
Bean could get pinched here.
Catch
He
them.
doesn't see it. No. Well played.
good caution, yeah. Jack's starting to catch on to Intric's little message there, if anyone saw that. I bet Intric will be chuckling from work right now. What did he say? Just quietly. So I've been getting Blackbard again. There's been a lot of that. Does it get through into the vent? Oh, that's a really good save by the rest of the team.
Yeah. They're
And
pushing
it's
into the
also a
other
gate
hive
down.
now while they build that one. That's
Let's see
well.
if
Oh no,
Top
we've got
rushes straight
one
forward.
into top side. They'll respond to that.
Have they got cutbacks? They're going for AA, so maybe they're going for jetpacks or...
They're going for upgrades
HFGs.
again in the main hive. And fades are cut off so they can't do anything.
That's actually a really good positioning by Top Marine because the fades are actually about 50 to 60% each. So what are they going to do? Take out all the eggs, the shells, and the third Marine's going to walk in and hit the hive. This might be a game. The hive's growing in warehouse, but I don't think they're actually going to be able to get there in time to save server. It's all going to come down right now to the first like 2 meat shots. If they
If they can
land them or
get
if they
Bean
miss.
here, then game over.
So let's see, do they land those meat shots on the fades? That's one on Jack. It's going to force him down. And look at this, the fades are all hurt. Jack's hiding up top on those little railings.
No armor on neither.
You've got
They're
Tumlock
gonna go
hitting
down.
with spikes. Hive's low, there's no Crag hiding it. We'd love to see someone
Fourth
with
Marine pushing in now
a
as well.
Crag and a Drifter. There's no skulks on the rest. There's no reason all 5 Marines shouldn't just be running straight
There we
back
go,
to
Bean
Hive.
down.
Bean down. This Jack's going to start playing high risk to clear these Marines out. I don't think it'll make much of a difference. They're all just going to run the second they respawn. And
And
Bean
gone.
down.
That's game.
That's probably going to be game. Or maybe we're going to have the old school syndrome where once the life forms die, the Marines start missing all their shots on the
You've got
skulls like that.
Inter taking down the other hive now as well.
Yeah, the Meds have been very good this whole game. If you notice that Shaft is very unkillable in groups. Very survivable.
Yep. Doing exactly what they need to now, pushing straight back in again. Give them no chance to get back into the game.
I don't know why they stopped to shoot that shade, but it's just to give them a reason to wait for the rest of the Marines. HFGs are up. Here we go, 10%. Cool.
5 Marines in the hive.
Sharp wins. There we go, that's a win. Now,
Well played, Kyle.
Well played, Kyle, yeah.
Yeah.
Is to
Look at
weather
those
up.
accuracies. Very good.
What are we on?
All above 20%.
Okay, so we got one below 25 and the rest around 27, 26, yeah. I'm gonna go pour myself another drink.
Yep, same here. Scatter or hold the fort.
Scatter or hold the fort.
With
Entertaining.
silence.
Oh, silence.
Enjoy your silence with Scatter from Team Ascension, guys.
Right, now that those two idiots are gone, let's get down to business, shall we?
So here, hashtag Scatter's silence is now trending on Twitter. You there, mate? About what I expected. We'll see if we can get Wood in here as well. Keep the chat up. We're not the most talkative team unless we're kind of raging at each other mid-game.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Dude, my first drink was so strong I couldn't walk straight.
You're a hard man.
Wait, are you in the channel?
No, he's not. So have you seen Shaft play Aliens on Tram recently?
Yep, and the way I expect to go, and they're gonna, I'm sure, yell some shit back at this, but I expect to see a lot of flashing life forms.
What time are they gonna go?
Hive? I can't remember. We never found out.
So you played, just played a scrim against them on Tram before, or?
We were playing earlier, and whilst I think we lost both this map, and
They went
What
arcs
happened?
from memory, didn't they?
yeah, they did eventually. Oh, that was their Marine round. On their Alien round, both their Fades died pretty quickly, but that was versus MF and Intrid. I think both times, so there was a lot of strong aim hitting them. So I know Bonage and Carrot's aim have gotten very good lately, so they might have a lot of trouble holding up against those two and Jecht. If Jecht's got out of his CSGO swing. But to be honest, I don't think he ever lost too much of his NS2 ability.
I think Shaft are out smoking.
Yeah, so, oh no, yeah. Between every round,
Yeah, right.
between every
Granted,
round,
Inter is the fastest cigarette smoker I know. He smokes one in like 3 minutes or something.
yeah, they're very quick, but him and Cooler are very good at.
He's got a lot of sucking power, that
They
boy.
require smoke between every round. There we go. I guess Woot didn't get moved into the channel. We'll wait till the next map. Learn to aim like that in trick. It's a message from Woot in the background.
Server room, start for Marines.
Here we go, so
Shipping for Aliens.
we'll see how. Now, some people disagree, but I think Aliens have it very good on the top side. You just have to make sure North Tunnels
No
is
one
held well.
disagrees with that, mate.
That's, dude, let's ask MF. I'll tell you it doesn't matter. But I think this is off the bat going to be a grim game for the Aliens on Shaft. I'll be impressed if they can pull off a good early and mid.
I'm showing good patience so far. Oh, good
Look
aim
at
by
that,
Bonage.
Bonage.
That
Wow.
was solid.
That was well done, yeah. So they've got, is that 1 kill though out of the first round of engagements?
Yeah.
And every Skulk has died. I have a hunch that the rest of this map is going to be like that. So they're not even waiting, they have 1 Marine capping the top. They're that confident in their aim, they have 1 capping top side. And 4 Skulks just route blocking the bottom side. Marine,
Pressure
sorry.
on Logi.
And pressure.
Won't be building that anytime soon.
They've actually given up hub, and this is kind of weird because I guess they're relying on Bean to cover base. But if these 3 Marines, Skulks,
Are they going
run
to
up
push
through
base here?
mids,
No, they're
they
going to.
could. If they take Bean, they could.
They should.
just
They're
end
all out
this.
on the field.
Oh, Bonage died. I didn't realise he
right, yeah.
respawned.
Here we go. Pushing in now.
They're just
Enter
gonna
on the other
fight
side.
res, not with Bonage in the base. Yeah, a bit of friendly fire on the mezzanine res node. Too many Skulks, one node. Good swinging by 20% cooler. So, Marines have only just got onto 3 nodes, and they've spent, I think, a bit of res on meds so far. How do you bring
And
them up?
Alien jacks down the Alien's natural observation. He's got a Crag to deal with though. And a pack of Skulks. That's not very fun for him.
He manages to pick the commander off. Probably actually speeds up Kyle getting back to the hive. Knowing his bunny hop speed. Just throw that one in. I like that. Look, this is a 4-man in base. And that's it. Jack got too many kills out of that. Carried that fight. Now, if Jack died there before getting a kill on the Marines, that would have been 4 Skulks on a respawner with Bonage coming in behind, which could have meant potentially dead arms or IP.
So we're 2.5 minutes in. Huto had 4 res at this stage. Shafter's got 2.
Jumping up to 5, and I don't think they're going to get repair up. There's a pack of Skulks over there.
That's their alien round I'm talking about as well. Huto's alien round they had 4.
Ah, yeah. Okay, top spawn. We'll see. Hudo's also got the 5 up. The 5 Marine nodes up now, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure they're going to keep 5 up for a while. Bonage, is he giving up that route?
Alien's going to lose their only natural as well, probably.
Yeah, that's...
Unless
probably a
Kyle
bit
can
different.
work some... Oh no, they've got Cooler coming in. It's not going to do much by himself.
Surprise. Yeah, Kyle's at the top side. Is he somewhere or dead? Yeah. Let's see if Cooler can pull off a double kill here. No, it doesn't get the pick on one of them. He got up in here, warehouse, tops on 1 HP. Carrot got baited, going for the kill on the 1 HP here. Let's see if Jack falls to this. Hopefully that team communicated the health of those Marines. Other Skulks.
Saves
There
the
we go.
res in warehouse.
Still on 5 nodes, they're going to go down to 4, or will go down. Probably, I wonder if they're going to go for the ambush.
Just get in the vent and take down the res.
That's
That
what
should have
I
been
was-
called. Someone should have called that.
I was thinking they were
lucky.
going to do that, but thought they were going to get the kill, yeah.
Carrot's got that covered now.
Does 10 get the parasite off? He's trying to suicide the node, and it's going to go down, I think. 3%, I think that's 1 bite. You can see these 2 Skulks barreling up for the kill. I expect one to go platform to bait the Skulk, and the Marine off warehouse. The Lurk's going right up now, he's in pinch territory if he goes into warehouse. Hesitating a bit, Lurk's pulling off onto the defense. Do they have a second Lurk on the way? 10% cooler? No, I didn't actually know 10 Lurk, so... because he used to fade. So I'm interested to see how it goes on his
Well,
Lurk.
Bruno's definitely fading. Have they got Interstellar fading for him today?
Yeah. Wow, look at this.
Oh, Carrot
Carrot is holding-
holding 2 lurks.
They're
Dangerous.
Wow, 2 Lurks. That's really strong. Now, I wonder if that was because both Lurks weren't going for bites at the same time, which probably would have denied the meds. Instead, they're playing more of a tag team role.
Shotgun's coming up as well.
Now you got one Marine
And
at
then a
platform,
good
one at
11
Mez.
res off Fate.
So the Marines are actually route blocking the base rush with Bonage and Beam right now.
Top Marine,
Two
gonna go
pushing
down.
down.
Oh, and save.
Carrot goes down. Top on, yeah, Blackbart again. I think that might have been the first 1v1 for a Skulk we've seen. On a Marine there. So I think the award, who was that? Bruno? Award goes to him. Look at this, Marines have been on 6 nodes for a little bit now. that 1% res node just goes down in warehouse. Yeah,
That took a long time to go down.
they really did, yeah. I bet they're gonna be suffer a bit of heartache when they see that. Oh, top Marine goes down to the shotgun. Good. Do you see that twitch chain from Bonage? Top had the jump, he got 2 bites before Bonage turned around. Then he turned around and got a 90% hit on that finished him off on the run. Another feeling Top might have actually survived.
What do you
if he
think
stayed.
Marines are going to do from here? Are they just going
I
to
expect
tech up
they've
on their
spent so
upgrades?
much res on meds, you can tell they're only, what is that, 2-1 or 1-1?
Or lock down a phase
They
gate next?
haven't
What do you
really
reckon?
upgraded anything at all.
Yeah, all their
There
res
we go.
has gone towards
Here we
meds to win these engagements, so a lot different from Shaft. We still had a lot of res left over because their Marines weren't taking as many bites. I don't know if that's because of wastage of meds through.
That was good. Pops. No, unlucky.
But I think the current way things are going, it's not looking good. Like, the obs is down, so they're going to go for a gate and hub. You'll see Tumhole, Bonage. I expect them to drop a power node to get 99% at any moment. Tumhole's hiding in a spot like he's hiding, but it's not going to work while he's parasited. Instead, he's just given 20% the chance to kill Mezzanine.
A lot of assists going out at the moment. Trying to expand.
Okay. Yeah, so a lot of meds definitely going around. Phase tech's just started now, so 6 nodes. Just trying to think what that takes them. Only 30 seconds for take away meds. Within like 45 seconds, they'll have enough res to drop the gate in base and in hub. I'm surprised Bonage is going top side here, but with no route block through Mez and hub. So there's actually an opportunity right now for Scops if there were more parasites on the respawners. But obviously that Logi or all the aliens down the bottom side of the map, which is, I guess, the whole point of that early pressure team.
Winning that engagement with Logi was actually quite important because now it allows them to sit on 4 nodes. So Marines do have a little bit of an advantage from the early game, but I think aliens have the opportunity to really make it up at this point.
I agree to an extent. That was actually probably a more crucial engagement than it had, got credit for, because if, say, those Marines won, Logi and Repair would have gone down. A bit of BM from Jack there.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at the difference between the alien games between these two teams. There's a lot of individual stuff going on for Shaft, and Hutor are known for their, solid tapping and teamwork.
It is really an interesting game because you can tell who has a strong alien game. So you can really see the difference between how strong Shaft's alien and Marine game. What the difference between them? So their Marine game is so strong they defeated a strong Hudo player, which started on 5 nodes for the first half of the game. And on this round, they've struggled to have 2 nodes for the early game.
Yeah, you look at the
And now they're
resource
coming back.
graph, it's, all Marines really.
And is that 3-2 is on the way now?
Just kick him.
trying to be diplomatic, but
Oh, whoops. Yeah.
what's up, guys? I'm the admin.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I was waiting for that.
Press tab and then read the name. It will help you.
So
Oh,
we
thank
are
you.
on the Scatterverse server. I guess it's a good time to have a shout out to Scatto, who's always been there to host the servers. And everyone else is too poor to. So fades have just come out, have they? So that's like 10-minute fades, 11-minute fades with the amount of res they've had. It looks like we're going to see two, maybe a
Oh,
flash right here.
Incar down. Fade down
Oh.
straight away.
There we go.
That's very
We'll just-
bad news now.
Oh, we'll just back up. I had a feeling early game. Remember, I said, don't be surprised if you see flash fades. I don't think they've had enough practice for
That's
higher
gonna
aim
be-
Marines.
I'm gonna look forward to watching Inter's stream on that one. There's gonna be a lot of rage, I think.
I think that'll be quite an interesting moment.
Will it be in English? We're not sure.
Maybe it'll just be a silent rage. I think when he rages, it's more like something out of his control. But if it's something he did, it's like the silent, disappointing rage.
So,
Oh, look at this, 20% cooler gets
Oh,
picked by Jax
damn.
on that med carpet.
fades. Fades
Both
flat
fades are
so
down.
quick.
Now I feel sorry for 20 there because he actually played quite well in defeating. No,
They're gonna have Bruno. Bruno's gonna have to
no one else
fade
here.
up.
I
Bruno
actually think
normally
he should
fades.
probably wait till Onos, to be honest.
He should,
You
but are they
think?
gonna have enough res to get there? The game's probably over by then.
What
I
is
just
he
don't
on?
think that one fade will have enough impact on this game, especially if I don't know
Especially
how well
if
he
it's not a
fades.
core fade, yeah.
Yeah.
Bruno's
I
their
thought-
core fade, isn't he?
I don't think so. I think it's Cooler and Inter now. And like I was saying, Cooler probably would have taken that engagement. It just there was too many meds, and obviously they weren't landing their swipes quick enough to outdo the zero armor. So we're on 3-2, and I just want to point something out right here, guys. I don't know if you noticed. Hudo's gone for hand grenades. I want to see if they actually use them or if Seb got them for fun.
I think it's gonna be interesting. They'll just throw them in the hive and then smash
The
it.
Tumul's got a phase gate up at observation.
Level 2
as
weapons
well, by the
with
way.
the armor down on a hive. That's fucking real quick death to the hive.
And this game looks like it's going to start coming to a tidy end pretty soon. They're just dissecting the aliens one by one, taking up their last node outside the hive. There is one skulk route blocking, and we might see one marine start biting, chasing the biters, and the rest of the marines walk into the hive. I bet the biggest fear right now was 10% cooler, Nocky's lurk.
They've started charge on the Onos, but I don't think they're gonna get there.
Yeah, you might say it's a bit premature. I'd love to see, I was about to say I'd love to see Whipson and Crag in the hive, but looks like he's a bit ahead of him. And all these marines in skulks in observation are letting all the PvE die, which is probably a big deal considering how little res is going to be left. So it's both Whips and Crag still alive. All three shells are alive. You'd want to see right now, there was just a failed base rush attempt there, but you'd want to see 2 or 3 skulks out on the res right now. The gate's going to go up Logi now, and we're probably going to see an Arc Factory or 2. If it was me, I'd drop 2, but I think only I'm a big fan of the
Phase
double.
gate and Logi, now they're just gonna push the hive.
Do you think they'll walk in or go for the Arcs?
Nah, they'll walk in and smash it. With their grenades.
There's no cat packs yet from Zeb, which is, I find a bit surprising given the res count. But look at this, there's fully route blocked, there's 5 aliens stuck in the hive. What do you do from here? There goes the Arc Factory.
Safe option.
They're trying to kill Logi, they're not going to be able to do much. The Marines are going to walk in the back of the hive right now. Jack's landing a lot of shots on those
Team
skulks.
down almost. There's 4 now.
That's a dead
Lurk's
lurk
fucked.
if I've ever seen one. And he, there we
Yeah,
go.
game. Yeah.
GG called. A good final attack. Give a prop to how well that was packed.
So, both Marine teams winning.
There we go. That was the clock start. If it's a 2-2, it's going to be all Marine wins. If it's a 3-1, it'll probably be Huto taking the next map fully.
So who did better as Marines? You reckon?
I think Shafts Marines are stronger, but I think Tramp is too easy for Marines. So that was inevitably always going to be a Marine win. The next map, Vale, now this is a crazy one because it's quite easy to say it's imbalanced for each side. It's very irregular. Marines can win through a turtle in a sloppy game.
Is he gonna slide you some dollars under the table, Scat?
Here comes Scatter's little power trip. I like that little comment drop there, Scatter. He's not gonna fall for that fish bait.
It's at least a couple of wristies, right?
To be honest, I have no fucking idea how Vale's gonna go. I mean, Flyers could go like 2 alien wins. Either way. We were practicing with Shaft earlier on Vale. I won't say out loud whether there was any crazy strats practiced or not. I believe there was a game versus Hudo, but that was with a much more mixed team and they just took it through raw strength. Seb's out for the day. I wonder who's taking his spot. I assume Tamal's going to take Commander, and Clowning is going to slut for them. There he is. How do you think, Scatter, that Vale's going to go? What's your opinion on Vale? Let's hear some Vale ragging. No? Stu?
What? I wasn't listening.
What do you think of Vale?
What do I think of Vale?
Yeah, the map. What team's favoured? Is it a good or a bad map?
Depends on the team, but most would say aliens, I'd imagine.
A lot of people say aliens are favoured. The strong aim, nano grid, can be too hard to hold, in which case Marines are favoured because they instantly get a lock on 4 nodes usually is the minimum they can go to if they control nano. So I'm actually curious to see. I think a lot of it's going to come down to whether Shaft, like in the first round, Shaft Marines, if they can run straight into nano at some point, like the second they see the aliens out of position, if they take nano, I don't think aliens will get it back for a while. But in saying that, they are a little bit of a newer team. So maybe they're going to be a little bit too slow to take advantage of the nano grid opportunities. But I mean, even if you can take it with 2 Marines just temporarily, as in walk in, kill the alien team in the tunnel, that means you have 3 more Marines route blocking or taking the other nodes on the map, while the aliens are forced to 5-man nano because it's so strong.
Back in a second.
Scatter, what are you drinking?
I am drinking ciders, man.
Ciders?
Yeah, it's the most manly girl drink. Is it, or is it the most girly man drink? I don't know which one of those two it is, but it's one of them.
It's one of the two. I would have thought vodka, to an extent, you can kind of call a girly man drink or a manly girl drink, because girls drink the cruisers quite commonly.
Is that what you put your Rohypnol in and you give it to them?
You betcha. It's my my drink is actually a vodka Rohypnol smoothie. I always recommend it.
Yeah, you struck me as that sort of guy.
Thanks for the badge of confidence, Scatter.
It's not a badge of confidence. It was a thinly veiled insult. So Val, Jack doesn't seem to like Val.
Jack really doesn't like a lot of things, right?
Well, yeah, but I think Val's not so popular in Australia.
I kind of like it to an extent once, because it ends in interesting games. It's a hate-love relationship. I tend to rage all game, but appreciate it.
Sorry to interrupt. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. I played a scrim with the Shaft boys against some Americans the other day. They put Noki in the vent here, and he literally killed the entire team. 5 in a row were in the vent, and he fucking just shot straight and killed 5. And then they called GG.
That's a pretty funny round.
Not the same luck on this round, unfortunately. Yeah.
Was that NSL?
No, it's just a scrim versus
just a scrim.
American team. I can't remember who.
That's
Cow 9, I think it was.
Ah, yeah, that's quite a funny scrim. If you go watch those streamed on Inter's channel, which I think is Inter in Wonderland, it's really funny listening to Inter rage at the start of, I think, a tram round where his game is breaking, and you hear his typical comments to Without S regarding how it's a quality game and well designed and optimized. Does 20 get the kill? Wow,
That was nice. Last 2 bullets. 2 kills with the last 2 bullets.
That's so good. See, what a lot of Marines would do there is save the bullets, hoping that 1 HP Skulk jumps out and just getting the kill and suiciding
that
on him.
Gorge should be dead.
Alright, so it looks like Shaft are going to lose. Sorry, Hugo are going to lose.
Nano is gone. There's
This
no
early
tunnel
on.
up in base. And this is what I was talking about. They actually took... Oh no, this is Topo. Bruno needs to back the fuck up.
Yep.
He needs meds there, Kyle. Good timing. Oh, that's alright, because
Still
there was a...
3. Still 3.
They have
But
to
they
go...
gotta spawn
I feel like they
and
have to go
com.
for the base rush.
They
But
do.
there's only 3 Skulks, and they're not going to win a base rush versus 3 Skulks. Is he gorging? I wouldn't be surprised to see a gorge. Top Marine's already falling back in anticipation.
They're going to crush the guy coming back first and then go for it.
What's that, sorry? Scatter?
They missed their opportunity for the base rush.
I don't know if they really had one, did they?
I don't think they did, purely because Top Marine fell back. With that respawn, I don't think it's going to happen. So, look, this is actually a good comeback by Hudo. They've taken the right side of the map, and Nano's now assisted. Now, if they're going to hold Nano, and I know Hudo isn't actually a big fan of PPE, whips and crags and all this shit that Scatter loves. So, I have a feeling, I'd expect, the way it's going, I wouldn't be surprised to see Aliens take it 2 or 3 more times and lose it repeatedly in this game. Which is alright, just to capitalise on the, the personal res. Look at this, Cool is jumping in the bed. Then, I don't know what he was trying to achieve, thought something interesting was going to happen. Top Marine taking a double kill, down the bottom left. Maybe not the wisest choice, jumping all the way through the centre of the sub-sector tech point. Jack soloing a Marine, was that in Nanogrid?
Yeah, it was.
There's overlooks into that. Marine has still been on 5 nodes for a while, and they're going to keep 5 nodes up for a bit. They're going to take sub-sector now, if I had to guess. It's important that now Vale's a really easy map to base rush Marines. If Marines make 1 accident, overstep, in other words, they have usually 2 Marines on the bottom right, 2 on the bottom left, or 2 in Nano or something. And right now you've got 1 in sub, 2 in pipeline.
Getting that Nano crush early was pretty epic for the Marines.
That made a big
It's going to
deal.
slow them down a lot.
And look at this, Aliens are actually on 1 node right now. They are taking Nano, but like I said, no PvEs going up. That Drifter is running back to cargo for some reason before building the 2nd node. I think that was an accidental shift key. And now Jamie/Inter has seen it. They're going to run straight to Nano. Aliens aren't going to be able to do anything. This lurk,
they got
I have a
lurk
feeling
up already.
Parrot's going to die in Topo. Look at that pistol whip from 20% cooler. This guy is such an... Wow, that was fucking ridiculous. He's such an underrated player, and he gets nervous in matches, so he's never played in a team before. Well, it's more of... Maybe he's not underrated. A lot of people don't know about him, maybe. So he's like a hipster player.
20% and 10% cool are different people.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So 10% cooler, that is Noki. Now he's quite a good. He's a decent player. Like I'd say, you know, that kind of, if you consider last season's standards, Div 1 to Premier in between, 20% cooler. He pulls off ridiculous shots. I think if this guy didn't have problems with nervousness on occasion, he would be one of the top players in Australia, easy. Like, if you just saw that low kill, that was probably, you know, Intrict would be jealous.
Trying to get on that res now because they just had 7 nodes. They had 7 nodes until Carrot just bit one down.
Overlook. Now there's 2 Marines building base. It might be a bit too slow. This is only commanders might understand this. If you look at Marine spawn, you'll see the placement of the buildings. They're all placed so Kyle can jump out and shoot him. Usually Marine commanders will go straight for the easy corners in the base so that there's no obstruct for other Marines. But the obs and the armory are in fact somewhere where skulks can hide behind them, but it means the commander won't have skulks on him the second he jumps out to save an obs, an armory, or an arms lab.
Well, the time the Fades come out, they're probably going to have 2-2 upgrades and Fades gates.
So they're going for armor too as well, Shaft, so they obviously think the armor's worth it. That's a lot of self-confidence from Kyle and his own meds, where he thinks armor 2 will allow him to get an extra med in, because if you know the mechanics in depth, you'll understand that every bit of armor essentially works. Like every armor upgrade means one more med you can give them before a Marine can be insta-killed, before meds can save him.
Good meds there.
Yeah, look at that, he got him a skull kill. Well, that was a 2v3, but good engagement for the aliens. The meds kept him in for one more. And I think armor 2 works very well with Kyle's med aim this round.
When are you going to step up to that kind of med aim, mate?
Well, I don't have to tell everyone where to be, mate.
Well, you don't do that, so...
I'm in a transition phase where I've stopped yelling and bitching. I still do it a bit out of instinct. When are you going to step up to this Shaft level of knowing where to be on the field?
Who are you talking to?
Both of yous. It's the typical relationship shift the blame.
When we're in position.
There we go.
Obviously.
I'm not getting leadership, mate. I'm not getting any leadership.
I thought MF's the leadership position now.
No, MF's just the med hogger. He takes all the meds.
He does.
None for the rest of us.
I'll tell you what.
I even tell you in advance when you're going into a bad situation, like, and you'll still hover over MF while he's in base. You know,
I'll hover over him, buddy. Like, I'll hover over. You got about 5 seconds after you say it. Then I'll jump back to MF. You have to know.
He'll be in base. He'll be in base building an obs, and you're still like, you know, prepared to meet him.
Nano cleared.
Yeah,
they got it early. They got the phase gate up.
Here we go. So that's the second time Nano's gone down.
That's big now.
I expect Hudo's very clever teams. The second Marines step out of play, they're going to tackle Nanogrid. This is a mistake going in. They didn't react to those 2 skulks quick enough. Jex managed to save himself, probably being one of a top thinker on the team. You see that, he's obviously got his headset on nice and loud, all the ambience down. He heard Nocky the second he, you know, walked into range. Was able to not get picked by the route block. Alright, Jack's position. You got a big engagement down the Y junction. Fades are out. Was that a flash fade? No, Jack isn't faded yet. He was trying a little tricky ambush, but 10% cooler was too clever. Aliens have finally managed to get back on 3 nodes, but I think they're about to lose. So, I have a hunch Bruno's gonna eventually get down. I have a feeling he's gonna get baited by a lot of cis chains on the way down. There's even welding that, oh, it's not finished yet. That'll explain the building, the welding, the node. So, if you...
These fades are gonna have to work some miracles.
There's been around 2 or 3 Marines hovering between the dome and Y junction all game. They're just waiting for a pinch. If they're there, the fades can't effectively get off the side of the map. Look at this, Bean's on 50%. He's looking for a route back now, but there's these 2 Marines in the dome not letting him back. And you got 10%, what is it, Interstellar. Look at that,
wow,
that's almost a fade down.
Yeah.
And now look, so Bean has a small opportunity, but it's already taken. Now he has nowhere to get back because Top Marine and
Good clear there. They need to take this
Kilo.
Nano.
It's
Marine's
not going down for long. Top Marine here, he's trying to look for a Bean fade.
Jack's in the
Unfortunately,
vent. Yeah, he wants to get out. Doesn't want to risk his
where
fade,
is
obviously.
Jack? Ah, he's hiding there. Looks like he's AFK typing. There we go, he goes for the regen. Probably waiting for that one res. Bean did manage to get through the utility to cargo vent back, so they can have one fade healed up. Yeah, during
And
that
the
time,
cup
Scott went down. Marines are
They
probably
got
going to jump
massive
back
map
up.
control now.
Marines?
Yeah, they've got
well,
the phase down
taken
and
the
Giant
full
cutting
right
off their
side.
only other res node.
Yeah, so that means that Marines are probably eventually going to go up to the pipe through to Nano to control to Skylights, which will be, what's that, a 7 res count? And they're going to be able to hold that quite consistently. The cargo gate went down. Now this is the moment I was talking about. I expect at least once more in this game, Aliens to take Nano.
Good clear by Bean.
That was, yeah, it was a very good pick. Unfortunately, Top was too slow to turn around and take it. So I'm waiting for Assist Chain to start shooting up towards sub. So we'll see once Top Hole feels
Here comes the base rush,
confident.
probably. Oh, and Bean's
There's-
down.
That's one fade down. Now for the other fade, I wonder what are they sitting on for res? Do you think Planning will go fade?
If he has to. I don't really have any other option. Other than perhaps tunnels, try and get a base rush.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Aliens are still unable to get past. This is just through 2 Marines holding off this whole pack there. So it looks like they're a bit hesitant to make this push. Oh, 10 missing, 1 shot. That's 1 skulk. They're going for Nano, but this could be a really big risk. They're gonna phase through. You're gonna watch a lot of Marines phase through the dome.
I have to risk it though.
What do? They go for the power next. Yep, and it's going down. But all they're going to do is temporarily drop 2 res nodes. Meanwhile, Marines have capped the entire rest of the map. Inter's down the bottom left and sub. Good shot from Bruno. Cleans up Nano.
Jacked on
Shit.
the type again, as he usually does.
Bean. Now, there's actually a lot of context towards that little comment from Bean there. When Nez and what's his name? The Americans.
Trademark.
Yeah, were caught with hacks. They Bean was apparently messaging quite unfairly, accusing Bruno of hacking because he played with the Americans a lot, and that quite upset the Shaft team a bit, I think. And they'd have a lot of lack of respect for Bean. He'd unfairly accused a lot of their team all of a sudden for hacking because they're related, had relations with the Americans who were caught hacking. So Bean's comment there, that's what it was.
Down.
Wow, that long corridor, not a good engagement for a fade, and that vent isn't a good one to hide in either. So right now, look at this, they're waiting
Gathering
for a base rush.
and they
Current's too
scanned.
quick.
They got it.
It's
No.
gone. Goodbye,
game over.
fall back
Forward.
bonage. Why are you going in?
Just need to call GG now.
They're somehow hoping that 4 skulks will take a team of shotgunners.
2-1 Shaft. Well played.
That's actually, there we go. So we're looking at a lot of Marine wins. I'm not sure how well Kudo knows how strong their Marines is on Bale. I've been in a lot of pubs. Now, there's a lot. Jack's accusing hacks on
Look at those accuracies. Wow.
What are they on?
29, 31. The lowest is 24.11.
They definitely have a lot of strong aim.
Oh, yeah.
And this is actually quite surprising. That's a lot higher than what we've been on lately and what Hudo's been on the Marine rounds lately. Now, I've been on a lot of games in pubs first, 10% Cooler, aka Nocky, where before I realised it was him on a fluff account, I actually thought he was aimbotting. So I don't think he was aimbotting. You do tests where you jump through their aim to see if they miss one bullet, because aimbots are usually be 100% hit rate.
No, they're smoking.
There's a smoko waiting for some rage.
Not sure if troll or actually smoking.
Yeah. No, I believe they definitely go for smoke after every game.
Yeah. Get in the zone and shit.
That's right. Now, of course, the big question being, and I think we all have an answer, we know what they're smoking. That's right. Jacked in a bit of disbelief, calming down from that accusation. He is definitely a very, very strong aim. Oh, Jack says he was spinning wildly, but I thought he was just doing a very casual zigzag. Were you watching, Jimmy? You were watching more than I was.
Oh, it's too hard to tell from spectating.
Been told to note, Nez was never actually caught hacking in NS2, it was just in CSGO. And the look of things, he never actually hacked in NSD. But, you know, where someone hacks in a game, it's more of a show of personality. Look at that from Jet.
He's not happy.
He's really not happy with it.
We're not going to get it around anyway, because aliens, and that's the last round, right?
That is right, but it's just the last round. And it's been all Marine rounds so far, so there's a lot of pressure on Huto, and I expect there being a little bit of sweat from them right now. Wonder how nervous they're going to get, and if that's actually going to hold them from winning. So, Shaft have won all the games I expect them to, but yeah, this is a weird map, and it can catch Marines off guard. So I'm really interested to see now if Hudo can keep up, because it's quite easy for aliens to turtle. Jack has always been quite an aggressive player towards Nanogrid. He always thought the PvE spam Ascension did in Season 1 was overrated, and that as long as you have a strong aim, Marines should be able to swoop into Nano and take it. Let's know we had. So it looks like the plan was one Marine building the arms up. Crag's coming up shortly, I believe. Bruno's heading to Nano to get the tunnel up and both the nodes. Bonage pushing forwards. I don't think he is pushing more than I thought. I have a feeling he's going to get picked here. And I don't think he's going to be able to not get picked. Cooler is an Inter still. Okay, that was a bit premature jump from Cooler. That's going to stop that pick. If you look at Nano Cream, you'll see there's a pile of Crag pillars. Bruno's ready to 1v5 the Marine team with his spit aim. That bonage going down, pretty costing meds. Fortunately, he ran while top was going in. And he does get picked. Not one of the nodes has dropped yet though. Did they go for 3 upgrades in base first?
If Clowning had gone with Bonage, I think they would have had...
Interesting spot for the shell. Pick that down pretty easy.
That's actually quite interesting. Normally the Marines... Cream, if you can zoom in, you know what goes southwest of the hive behind that wall is the common spot? Or behind the res node. Instead he's gone 3 within the hive. just got a message from another person who's been watching the stream. They're quite confident 10% wasn't hacking.
Wasn't.
Was not, that's right.
Based on...
Well, I mean,
I won't say who from, he's just said, Jack's just sad he's getting wrecked.
Oh, we all know Jack likes to talk.
Jack likes, I wouldn't say likes to talk, he likes to complain when he dies though.
Jack's the new Phil.
The new Phil. We might see Jack changing his sensitivity after the game.
That's Phil, isn't it?
That's right, he's learning off Phil.
For his rates.
Jack missed a lot of those shots more than I was expecting. Now he's worried about these 2 skulks, but the one ambushing, was on 10%. Marines are already on 5 nodes. This is actually probably looking a bit depressing for but that's Vale, it's a high res map, everyone tends to end up with a lot of res. Udo's been on the Shaft's been on the 3. I don't think they will let Nano go down. And Hudo's actually still playing the Swornman style strat where it's the 1-1-1-1-1 Marine. Then, so that, by doing that, it means they're never going to group up enough to take Nano Grid. So, I'll be honest, I'll be surprised if they only take Nano once, and it'll be when Jack makes a field call, and this will be a passive-aggressive field call for them to like 3 or 4 shotguns walk into Nano and take it. If it happens, it'll be in the mid. I wouldn't put it past Tumhole to arc it out if it gets to that point, but I don't see that still being very likely.
Marine's sitting on 6 nodes. I reckon if they can get pipe up, they should just pretty much focus on the upgrades. And
Now, if you remember from the tram game, Marines are on a lot of res, but they spent a lot more on meds than what Shaft did. But mate, they have changed commanders, so that might change. But what it meant was their upgrades were a lot slower.
I was going to say no one's killed a res node on either side yet, but Aliens have killed 1 Marine node 3.5 minutes in.
Shotguns. Yeah, here's the typical second one lines up. Shotguns coming from Hudo. I think a lot of people would agree that they definitely love getting shotguns as early as possible. Catch the lurks off guard. Okay, what do we think? How long do we think life wants to last for us? Hudo once shotguns are out? Has one of the lurks died already?
Not too long with
or they just go
as
one
much
lurk?
res as I've got.
They've gone 1 lurk, I think they're going to go 3 fades. That or Noki has forgotten to lurk. Let's see if he heads back to the hive to lurk right now.
Where is he on the map? Oh, yeah.
He is in
well,
West Junk. He's going straight for res.
Probably not going to.
I wonder if it's he's forgotten, or they've decided it's better not to.
Well, they've held Nano, maybe they are going the extra fade.
Aliens 4th node going up, Marines are only on 5 nodes. They're going to gain 1 and lose 1 at the same time, so they're going to stay on 5 nodes.
They've got Bruno on Gorge though, so he won't be fading.
That's right, but he was
strange.
the Onos last game, so he's obviously playing the Sculpt Marine role.
This is really strange to me, I don't understand. Bruno, I would rate Bruno the best fade, so...
Maybe Bruno's been inactive lately, or less confident in the fades. And 20% cooler, like I was saying, he's very black horsey player. So obviously in their practice roundups before games, they must have been pretty impressed by the fades by 20% cooler. That's a lurk down. 10% cooler did lurk, but did flash unfortunately. Top Marine may. Looks like the Gorge will keep him alive. Do you think they'll keep cargo up? Here comes Lurk, Gorge versus 2 Marines. It all comes down to the
strong
meds here, I think.
between Jack and Carrot here.
No meds, no meds. Look at that, the spit kill on Jacked.
Yeah, not ideal.
I wonder if it's going to be a rage or a silent shun from poor Tumhole there.
Maybe that's the reason. Who needs Bruno fade when you've got Bruno Gorge? Just spitting down bitches.
That's right, aim's too high. It's the best thing since the Lodius War Gorge video. How do you think the res games... Who do you think the res game favours, Scudder?
I would say aliens at this point. Marines typically hold a lot of res on this map, but allowing aliens to hold 4, really, that's the maximum amount that they actually need
to be able to pump all their life forms out. Hive's going up. No Marines are on the bottom side of the map able to hear that. So that'll probably get up before Marines even realise, especially if Jamie gets that kill. He did. Bean goes down. These two might not die in Nano to Wajunk, but I don't know where they're going to go. I'm surprised they're actually on a Nano right now, because knowing that there's no more Marines on the map, there's not a lot they can do. Maybe they're hoping they can pull the aliens off the res. Top's obviously getting called off the pipeline chew. Carrot's running straight into Nano. They might lose it here. I did not expect this call. Actually, I'll take that back.
You can't go in there on a lurk. You just get mashed.
That's right.
Top gonna get caught here as well.
I'll take back what I said though. I did say Jack will call at some point. I called to go to Nano with shotguns through a bit of frustration and opportunity availability. Look at this. Aliens think they can get an opportunity to hit base. Jamie getting hit. 20% cooler hiding.
Bruno spit. Let's see. Come on, buddy. Struggling on this one.
No. That's right. I'll be right back in a sec, guys.
Thank God that guy's gone.
Yeah, what a scumbag. Now we can get a word in. Yeah, I definitely think Alien should have defended Nano a whole lot better. It's great having a Hive going up on this.
Was it just two? Just two?
Yeah, it was just 2 Marines in Nano that took down both those res. Really, you do need to hold that as aliens, even if you have a second Hive, because a second Hive doesn't really get you a whole lot. There's a lot of nice to have tech on there, but not necessary.
How long on fades? Oh, the fade's up now. Into fade.
Who's
Where's
Marco
the rest
Yolo?
of that res? Oh, there you go.
Who's Marco Yolo?
20% cool.
20%. Yep, going for that dome gate. I think Bonage will be able to hold that. Okay, clearly he does. So that gate will allow them to hold C12 pipe.
Oh, good shots by Clowning. Pushed off that fade.
How's it going? Good to see you guys are keeping talkative.
Well, there we are.
We were, mate. You just came in a lull.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
How are
right.
things going? What did I miss?
So basically, Huto managed to take Nano, and they have a gate at Dome. So all their top right side res is going to be safe.
Nano's going down right now. Jax might get a pinch. Carrot coming in from the other side. There's no easy escape other than the vent. There's Brute. Oh, 20% cool.
And no, couldn't get the last
he
shot.
escapes. And he does
There
go
goes
for
the
some.
lurk though.
Look,
Another lurk down,
Two
no more
fades
lurks.
to low. Lurks are easy to replace.
Not when you don't have a lot of res though.
Well, 3 nodes isn't that dramatic for aliens, but the fact that Marines are on 7 without one being chewed or one still being built.
yeah, we've got advanced armory going up. Essentially at this point, Marines have all the tech they need, so most of that can be funded with
I think any second now we'll see Weapons 3 started once the med slows down. Clowning took a few shots, but eventually landed one on top.
They've got the advanced armory about to go up. I'm going to
Overlook
push a
goes
high
down.
with grenade launcher probably.
It is an alright map. They'll either arc, what's it called? They'll either arc sub or grenade launcher cargo, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see him going for sub. I think it's an easy Hive to take. The power's dropped in system. We'll either see a gate or a robo go down now. The gate's going down in the dome. We'll see if they can take down enough res to actually hurt Marines, but at this point I think it's too late. They're on 8
no real
nodes.
attempt being made anyway.
They've given it up. But there you go, Weapons 3 is on the way. Well on the way now. There's the robo. Here come the arcs. And hey, isn't this what we said? There was a good chance this would be all Marine rounds.
So what can Shark do at this point?
They can win a base rush. They can hope / pray that there's a lot of disconnecting on the Marines.
They can hit Y and type G.
That's always a good option.
So how is the second hive helping in this situation?
Well, they didn't go Umbra. If you get a second hive, the whole idea is Umbra means you win the game because you have 2 fades and a lurker. Your fades can't get pushed out of a fight after 2 minutes. Or 1 minute, I should say. Now, if you look, they don't have Umbra. They got Leap, they got a Shade Hive, they got 3 Veils. There goes the fade. I think this is Kylmon beat himself up thinking. There goes the other fade. There goes the Sun Hive. They didn't even need a mark. They were able to kill it.
Hide down!
Metabolize loss, sleep loss, crag hive loss.
Should have called that GG earlier.
They're coming through the tunnel. Cryptic tried to kill his own tunnel. He was too slow if you guys saw that. I hope you got a catch of that, Cream. He was spinning his own tunnel, then he tried to build the right end. He obviously made a mistake and built the wrong
Weapons
end.
freeze up now. The shotgun's gonna hurt.
Cream says he missed that.
Cream.
Sorry, spectators.
Cream's looking at the ready room right now.
In first person spec view. No cysts on all the upgrades in sub. They're going to die. There you go, the Marines are fucking OP on strong aim.
I love how I can say it months and months and months. Everyone's like, oh, Scatter, you're crazy, right?
I don't think
Now
anyone disagrees
slowly,
with you. So
slowly
strong
people
aim,
agree.
don't make fuck-ups, you get strong Marines. As you saw in the World Championship Marine final rounds, it was all Marine wins until a cheese occurred from one little mistake.
Crazy, man.
GG
Crazy.
boys, they're giving up on the 1-1. An Hive is dead, they're F4ing. Here we go guys, a 2-2 from probably, I'll go ahead and say, probably the 2 strongest teams at the moment in Australia. That's
Come hold a diplomat.
That's very nice from him. Complaining about. Very nice from Tom Riley. He's obviously a bit more respectful in the competitive environment. Doesn't like the bad manner from accusing him and Bean both accusing hacks mid-game in the competition is pretty untasteful. Alright, I guess we'll wrap that up. Any final thoughts, Scatter, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm gonna get another beer.
Yeah, beers are good.
I'm on my second.
Second beer.
Wow, mate.
Big boy player.
Slow down, mate.
I'm not drinking beers, buddy. I'm drinking like a pint-sized glass of spirits with no ice.
At 5% spirits, that'll get to you.
Right, cheers,
cheers.
Cream. Turn it off if you can, buddy.